What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, as we jump into another brand new release. It's literally just dropped on ASA's brand new album, V. I'm really excited to get into this one. It's a collaboration with the one and only WizKid, and it goes by the name IDG. Very excited to get into this one. I haven't heard the album said phonetically yet, so I don't know whether it's V or 5, but I'm sure we'll find out as we go on. As always, if you are new to the channel, though, please make sure you are getting involved and hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. I'm very excited to get into this one. I'm a big fan of ASA, obviously a big fan of Wiz as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. As always, if you haven't already, though, please make sure you are following the Fresh Afrobeat Flavor playlist over on Spotify. We're trying to keep that as up to date as we possibly can, and this one's a bit of a banger, so it'll be definitely going in there. So without further ado, let's jump into this live technical breakdown and musical analysis. ASA featuring WizKid, IDG.
Leaving the moment, tomorrow belongs to God. Nothing can break me, nothing
right from the jump, man. There is something about Asha's vocal which just touches your soul. I don't know what it is, but there's something about the smoothness of it. There's something about the way that she's able to kind of push certain textures forward and pull certain textures back within her vocal performance that makes it sound so naturally smooth. Like, it's such a well-rounded vocal. Like, there's no harshness to it. It just comes through the mix down very, very cleanly without sounding OTT. It's really, really nice. Again, the instrumental sounds nice. The sort of very organic-sounding guitar plucks, like a couple of sort of bassy stabs underneath, but in general, very, very relaxed so far. This is sounding great. I'm excited to see how it sounds as it progresses.
We all deserve a chance. La 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 la. I don't go where no love, where my
own. Let's go. Let's go, Asha. See what I mean about her vocal, though? Like, it's so clean. It feels so wholesome, so kind of soulful in the way that it just kind of doesn't have any sort of no harshness to it. There's nothing like that stabs about it. It's just so smooth. It just kind of it's very liquidized. It's very kind of very fluid in the way it just kind of maneuvers around different frequencies without feeling like there's even being an effort made. Like, it's crazy just how naturally adept her voice works, especially for this. The instrumentation on this is very, very spacey. It's very kind of very open, and it allows her to kind of flow very naturally with the vocal melody she's doing. I'm entranced by this so far. It's crazy.
Long, long way.
Loving the vocal layering on this. Mad. You know what? As the first reaction of a Friday, I don't think it can get much better than this from Asha. It's so smooth in the way it's been put together. The general arrangement on the instrumental as well is definitely catered for her voice very specifically. I'm loving that sort of vocal overdubbing we were getting with her sort of normal vocals with the sort of lower pitched one underneath, again giving it this kind of otherworldly, almost alienistic feel. And it's bizarre with Asha because her voice is so smooth and so like kind of clear of imperfection and sort of random harmonic imperfection that it almost sounds otherworldly. Like, a voice is bizarre when it sounds that kind of clean, and this kind of adds to it as well. It's a very nice start to this one.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, show me love.
Go, Wiz.
I work hard. My brother, man, I work hard just to
loving
chill.
those little bass stabs
I live
underneath.
a life that's surreal. Every time I cool my temper, somebody wanna enjoy. It's not so serious. Yeah, you know I tried to forget.
Very delicate Wiz vocal, man.
I live a life so free.
There we go.
Yeah.
I feel this is an interesting one because obviously we know Wiz has the potential to kind of randomly land and just set a tune on fire. We've heard that so many times. Obviously we heard it with Ballon d'Or as well. The way he comes in on that, just instant kind of killer on that one. This one's a lot smoother. It's a lot more subtle. I feel this is going to be a bit more of a grower. You know, he hasn't sort of landed with this big impact. He's just sort of, in a way, similar to Asha has, just kind of sailed into view and just kind of done what he does best, which is very nice, kind of intricate and delicate vocal lines. It's sounding great. And yeah, it's a very interesting collaboration. I definitely feel that Wiz has gone to Asha's world for this, rather than Asha going to Wiz's world, which is what you want to see if you are a featuring artist. You want to see the featuring artist try something a little bit different, you know, and I can definitely hear that on this one.
I don't know if I need it all. but I know I'ma take it up. Check yourself, you can have it all, oh. Vanity, you can have it all. I don't see the fake
Gosh,
kind
this
of
is
love,
amazing.
so I know if it's real enough. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't.
There we go. Wiz's verse, interesting. It's an interesting verse. I won't lie, it's probably not my favourite WizKid verse. I felt it was a little bit kind of, I don't want to say soft, but it didn't feel like as impactful as we've come to know and love from Wiz. But this isn't meant to be a tune about one drops. It's not meant to be a tune about kind of impact. This is a tune about kind of slowly drifting through like a sonic soundscape and taking in the sights around you. I think Wiz very much understood the assignment of the tune. And yeah, this is definitely going to be one that I'll need to listen to a few times, I think. I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit kind of out of the zone I would have expected to hear Wiz in, but that's a good thing. I like hearing people expand. I like hearing people try things a little bit different, and I think ASA has definitely controlled this one, which is when you've got a WizKid feature, you kind of expect WizKid's feature to be the highlight, but I think ASA's actually outshone him on this one. WizKid FC fans, please don't get angry at me, but I think it's a great verse, don't get me wrong, but I think ASA has actually been the exceptional force on this tune, and it's her album, she's supposed to be.
When no love, where my home? Caraibo, down Soweto, long way.
Guitar lines underneath are beautiful as well. An interesting thing about that one, there's vocals that we're kind of getting in this that really remind me of Soon Come by Liam Bailey. I don't know if anyone's heard that tune. For me, it was a tune that I absolutely loved growing up. Quite soulful, sort of modern. Definitely check out Liam Bailey if you haven't already. But there's sort of notes in this across the previous sort of hook and the previous kind of bridge section that really remind me of sort of melodies from that. But again, I think Asha's absolutely killing this. I think this is very much Asha in her kind of like in her zone. It feels very natural. It feels very, as I said before, very fluid. Again, the percussive nature underneath is working very cleanly as well. And I think overall this one just has a very kind of heavenly kind of feel to it. Like the arrangement's very soft, very fluffy, very kind of padded, but it doesn't feel like too processed, you know. It still feels organic, still feels natural, which is quite difficult to do. Hats off on the instrumentation as well. Like the amount of different sort of guitar lines, different percussive lines, different sorts of sort of one-piece instrumentation that appears for a short phrase and then just doesn't appear again. I think that works really nicely on this. It adds an extra level of kind of progression, an extra level of kind of expansion to the tune, and it feels like it hasn't stopped growing the whole way through. Again, I think this is the third or fourth time we're now hearing this hook, but it doesn't feel like stale. It feels still fresh because of the different things that are going on in the background, you know, and I think that's something we're really hearing off all of the tracks we've already heard from this album. Obviously, Mayana, Ocean as well, and now this one. I'm sure we'll do a full review of the album as well at some point because it does look very, very promising so far. But yeah, very, very tidy stuff.
Find my way. Caraibo, down Soweto.
Yeah, this notation here, lots of similarities between this and Soon Come by Liam Bailey. Go and listen to that tune. I'm loving the fact the vocals keep expanding as well. Again, if you are new to this channel, do be aware we do a lot of cuts, a lot of pauses. We like to break down as much of the tune as we possibly can. But I'm loving the fact that every now and then we get these kind of slightly more intense vocal harmonies that just kind of sit on top of each other. And again, it's Asha's vocal just layered, but the kind of natural phasing that we get off that just gives it this really kind of powerful, potent feel. Very, very clean. We'll let this one run through to the end from now, and then we will give you our final breakdown at the end. Very clean, though. Like, this almost feels like a different tune in this session. There we go there, the sounds of Asha and WizKid on this one, IDG, off Asha's brand new album project. It's either V or 5, I still don't know, I haven't had a chance to phonetically do it yet. I saw this one drop last night, and it's the first thing I'm doing after finishing radio today, because I want to get into this tune, because it was a slap, and it didn't disappoint, I've got to say. I did like Wiz's verse. I think it's definitely a verse that's going to grow on me, and Wiz definitely came in and did what he was supposed to do, but for me, Asha is the shining light on this tune. We get to hear the kind of delicacy, intricacy, and the unique texture of her vocal vocal, which is so smooth, and I think it worked really nicely. Instrumentation, great. Loving the kind of mix of different guitar melodies we hear in this one. Really nice use of percussion as well, constantly shifting in its arrangement factor, and obviously the padded textures above, giving it a nice, soft, warm feel. Very enjoyable stuff indeed. As always, though, my friends, if you did enjoy this technical analysis and musical breakdown, please get involved in the channel by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We've got plenty more stuff on the way, and don't forget to follow the official Fresh Afrobeat Flavor playlist on Spotify. Please do get involved with that one. We update it nearly every day in regards to new releases. So there we go. Keep it locked then, my friends. We've got plenty more reactions on the way today. That's it from me, though, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll see you all next time, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.